Holly's with us. Fans, this is one big wrestler.
Rick, I don't think Bob Holly needs a bodyguard. He's a very capable wrestler. And why he's got a bodyguard, I don't know. I think we need to just keep an eye on this big man in his corner.
Fans, your first match is one fall, a 10-minute time limit. Your referee is Carl Roach. There you see Bob Sweetan, Mr. USA, handing that American flag to the ring attendant as the U.S. champion Bob Holly puts that beautiful championship belt in a safe corner. And I notice, Gino, non-title match here today on TV.
Well, Bob Holly wouldn't sign for a title match against Bob Sweetan. Bob Sweetan is a very capable wrestler. And I think Bob Holly knows that.
Holly complaining to referee Carl Roach that Sweetan's in his hair. I couldn't see it from where we were from, Gino, but I can't help but notice that 320-pound monster standing there by the ring apron.
Monster is right. He's a big guy.
Sweetan connects on Holly, and the U.S. champion heads for the safety of the ring ropes.
I would be willing to bet that Bob Sweetan is hoping that big man does come in there just to put a couple knots on his head, though.
But Gino, I've had the opportunity to be around Bob Sweetan in many different parts of the country. And let me tell you one thing. When Mr. USA slaps that pile driver on you, I don't care whether you're 220 or 420, nobody gets up from the pile driver.
I have never seen anyone get up from his pile driver. If he has the opportunity to use it here on Bob Holly today, he probably will use it.
Of course, you know, fans at home, for the U.S. heavyweight champion to be even in a non-title match on TV, if Bob Sweetan could pull off a win here on TV, good shoulder tackle from Mr. USA. Then the powers that be in the World Organization of Wrestling, that would virtually guarantee Sweetan a U.S. title match.
You're absolutely right, Rick. And I'll tell you what, anyone that can beat anyone with any kind of a title, it moves them up to the top of the ranks where they can demand and get a title match with that person.
U.S. heavyweight champion Bob Holly on the floor of the television arena here, nursing that very tender back courtesy of a Bob Sweetan hip lock. I'd like to take an opportunity to say hello to some of our family of stations, including our great friends in WMBB TV 13 in Panama City. Beautiful beaches in Panama City. Looking forward to seeing the fans there.
Absolutely. And of course, WMBB 13 does cover quite an area, and all the people up around the Dothan area, especially all of them up there also.
Sweetan firing an arm in the midsection. The U.S. champion Bob Holly, and I noticed Gino all the time standing in the corner. He's out of camera range right now, but fans, you got to realize there's a 320-pound man by the name of Big Bubba who apparently is a hit man for the United States champion.
Well, Rick, he's standing there. He's minding his own business right now. He's got his arms crossed and just watching the match intensely. Now, I don't know. I just don't like the idea of anyone being outside, whether it be a manager, a bodyguard, or what you have. But as long as he's standing there and out of range and not interfering with the match, the referee can do his job in the ring. But it always takes away from that wrestler in the ring who has the opponent in there that has someone outside.
Bob Holly driving Mr. USA's head hard into that top turnbuckle. And one thing you've got to say for the U.S. champion, Gino, once he gets rolling in a match, this man's hard to stop.
Definitely so. He's a good wrestler. He knows his wrestling. He knows his wrestling. He's young, but he knows his wrestling.
The referee floats over for a count of 2 after that Bob Holly suplex. Take a lot more than that to hold Bob Sweetan down to the canvas.
Definitely so, Rick. What really surprises me is how Bob Holly can go to the tactics that he does use. We know here at World Organization Wrestling that he can wrestle. He started out wrestling here scientifically.
Ooh. Man, did you see that close
Bob Holly
line?
is down now. But Bob Holly likes to go to the rough way of wrestling, and it goes.
Hang on, Gino. He's got him set. He's got him set for the pile driver. Big Bubba's starting to come in the ring. Bob Holly's there with a cheap shot from behind. Bubba's got Sweetan. Nobody's home.
I was afraid that was going to happen.
Fans, the referee declares Bob Sweetan your winner for the match. We've got some locations where you can see your favorite stars from the World Organization of Wrestling coming up. You stay with us here this hour on Wrestling.